In the previous episode, I mentioned about the word dukkha, and it is the changing nature in this world, and as well as it is the existence of this world. And also I mentioned about Buddha's discourse titled Oga Dharana Sutra, in the sense that he crossed the Oga, in the sense that this existence, by not doing anything or while doing nothing. In that discourse, it's mentioned that he didn't go forward, backward, sideways, or even he was not stand still, but he somehow crossed this existence or the Oga. So what that means? So I mentioned earlier as well that that means that really you are going across of some medium without or while doing nothing. Okay, we'll take that into two aspects and analyze. First is, of course, doing nothing. You can comprehend that physically you are not doing anything. You just stand still, or you may be sitting on a cushion and meditating. That is one aspect of doing nothing. The second aspect is that our mind is always running around, and people call this as a monkey mind. So we need to stop that as well. So doing nothing means that really you should not be entangled with those kind of thoughts or perceptions or any process of connecting with your mind. So for that, Buddha has given a very good technique, which is called Anapanasati Sutra, which is the breathing meditation. And the breathing meditation is being used in different ways now, even in this modern days, to calm down their mind. But in fact, actually, this Buddha's teaching is more deeper than that. It is about, as I mentioned earlier, crossing this existence. So at very deeper level, very subtle level. So the technique that he gave as the Anapanasati Sutra, or the Anapanasati technique, has 16 steps. But the 16 steps has been categorized for 4 stages. And then when you are really practicing this technique, you will go upwardly on these 4 stages by following those individual steps of 16. So these stages have been categorized equally. That means there are 4 steps to first stage, and then the next 4 steps is for the second stage, and so on. So I wanted to discuss that first stage and then the 4 steps that I have found that either knowingly or inadvertently, Eckhart Tolle providing that technique through his teaching, how to be in the present. So I do see that really one-to-one relationship with his teaching and the Buddha's breathing meditation technique, and especially on that first 4 steps. So I'm going to play this particular clip from Eckhart Tolle's teaching, and I'll elaborate how it's been matching up with the Buddha's teaching as well. Here Eckhart is elaborating the practice of breathing technique. And later on, he referred this as to something similar to Buddha's teaching. But I would like to start with this point where that really he gave that instruction for people to follow. I hope even you can follow this too. So I'll play this part and then comment on.
To be aware of it, your breathing. No, I just said that, it's very likely that you were not aware of your breathing unless you knew already what this great practice is. But the moment I said it, your awareness, went to your breath, and you can feel the air moving into the body and out of the body. And you, so to speak, you follow it with your attention. You follow the air with your attention as it goes in and out. That is the most direct and simplest practice for being present. I'm not the first person to come up with that. Somebody called the Buddha already talked about it 2,500 years ago.
He refers to the Buddha's teaching as well, but he nicely demonstrated the practice. And this is the first step of those 16 steps that I referred earlier. And the first step here, the first step is to bring your awareness into this breathing. By doing that, what you do is you just eliminate all the distraction coming from your mind or any other thoughts, because now you are focused only on one place. But here again, that you are focusing, but you are doing something, but still not, you are not the stage of that not doing nothing, but still you are just focusing on the breath as the first step of breathing technique that Buddha taught. So it has been nicely demonstrated by Eckhart.
Anapanasati yoga is the practice of the ingoing and outgoing breath awareness. Now, the breathing is always there. Most of the time, you're not conscious of it. When you direct consciousness to your breathing, something very interesting happens. It slows down or completely eliminates your thinking. And there's only an awareness of your breath.
Yeah, he's demonstrating that doing nothing, but you are just aware of your breath. That's all. So breathing technique. So first step is to recognize, and then the second step is that to identify how it's relate to you, in the sense that really you really identify you are focused only onto the breath, and then you are free from rest of the other disturbances coming from anywhere else, even from your ears, eyes, or through your mind or other things.
So if you're being tortured by your thoughts, as many people are, and many people don't even know that they're tortured by your thoughts. They think they're being tortured by life. Whatever their life situation, my life is so dreadful. My life is so.
Now here actually the Eckhart is talking about our misery or our the chaos in this our mind, and I'm not going to play that much on this because you wouldn't have heard plenty of that explanation from many other teachers as well. So the point here is to that really I wanted to highlight that Eckhart is giving a good demonstration of the first step of the breathing technique and the second step. And if somebody has read it in the text, you would see that really Buddha is mentioning that first step is to identify maybe the actual breathe in and breathe out. And the second step is to that really look into the length of it. Either it's, so that means that really you are more focused on your breath, and then you eliminate all the other distraction coming into your mind. So now you are quieting the mind, not running around with your thoughts. And after that, actually, the Buddha's teaching goes to a different mode. Now, here, third and fourth steps on this first stage of breathing technique is to observe rather than just doing anything. So, the third step is just to uh, observe how it is really impacting your body. And then the fourth step is that really how you would see the changing nature without your body. So that part, Eckhart is explaining at the latter part of this discussion.
So the simplest practice, be aware of your breathing. Now that can lead you into the next practice that they're very closely connected. The other practice is to be aware of the inner energy field of your body.
Now here, Eckhart is saying the other practice, but in fact, actually, it is the third step of the Buddha's breathing technique, where that really you feel that you breathe in and breathe out through the body. So that is what he's explaining here.
When you're breathing, that connects you almost inevitably with the inner energy field of your body, because you breathe into. And if you can feel that you're breathing into as deep as the abdomen without doing no effort, it's just happening. Don't make an effort. It's just happening. You're breathing and your attention follows the breath as deep as the abdomen, belly. Although the air probably doesn't go there, but your
Here that he was talking about this breathe in, and you're recognizing it without any effort. That's the key part here, that without any effort, that is what I was calling this as, you are going through this while doing nothing. So what feel effortlessly, you can feel this air coming through you and into the body.
and from there you can sense an energy spreading out throughout your body, an inner energy field. It pervades the body. I call it inner body awareness. That's also an ancient meditation practice, if done in a more structured way. It's called Vipassana, or going back, also probably taught by the Buddha too.
Yeah, the good point he brought, that really he referred to that Vipassana, maybe that Vipassana, but probably Buddha has taught. Of course, Buddha has taught that too. That's what I can see, because Buddha taught the same thing on the third step of this. You are now here, actually, you are not doing anything. You are just observing that air coming into your body and then releasing it. So it's as a full body. So this has been interpreted in two different ways from some practitioners. They call this they call is that as a body, in the sense that the body of the air flow rather than the physical body. But here, Eckhart is talking about the physical body, and then my experience is the same, that it's coming to your physical body and then releasing it through you. So that is, you are just recognizing it rather than doing anything. You are just recognizing what is happening within you along with that breathing and breathe out.
And by Jesus, we only have fragments of his teachings. He talks about the possibility that your your whole body can be full of light.
Yeah, I like that really, his explanation or the connecting that to the Jesus teaching as well. Because to me, every religion is my religion, as you may notice on my website, asianpath.org, where that I refer to as that really every religion in this world is actually trying to bring people who has different temperament into the same place of this crossing this existence and going into that promised land. So something similar to that Moses was trying parted the Red Sea and then took his followers across the Red Sea and then went into the promised land. It metaphorical story in my mind. It is what that is refers to of this exercise or this particular process. So now here I can see the same connection. So
inner body awareness to sense the inner energy field of your body, and breath awareness are closely related, and sometimes breath awareness inevitably could connect you to the inner energy field of the body, and then they merge into one practice.
this is exactly what Buddha has said, because Buddha mentioned that with the first two steps, you just aware of your breathing, and then of course you realize the breathing is more affecting your body. And then the third step is that really it's merged together, and then you breathe in and breathe out through your body. And when I did this practice with some other people, their feedback saying that, oh, yeah, it's really interesting because I felt that I was breathing through the skin rather than just on the chest. So this is what the actual impact of this breathing technique that Buddha taught. And once you're really into that, you will feel that really you're not just breathing in through your nose, but actually it's just changing nature happening to your body, which keep your body going. And that is why I call it this changing nature is the existence of this whole universe, including your body. So now you are trying to recognize it, and then you are really bringing that ambience into you to see that, oh, this is what is happening. So
you're aware of your breathing, and you're aware of that your body is pervaded by a sense of aliveness. That is the intelligence that inhabits your body. It transcends who or what you are as a person. And you feel intensely alive. Not in it.
say that now he's actually experiencing, he's giving that demonstration of that how it is felt as that liveliness. So you are not doing anything, but you are just having that ambience within you.
Not in an excited way, in a calm way. So there's breath awareness and inner body awareness. They merge into one.
Here Eckhart said that it will transcend you as a person. So that means actually you have been crossing from this existence into the non-existence or non-conditions or the present moment, as he always referred to as this awakening. First three steps of the Buddha's breathing technique. One is that identifying your breath, and then second, you just feel recognizing and then feel that really breathe in and breathe out. And then third is observing that changing nature within your body with that air movement. And then the fourth one is transcending to the present. You feel that changing nature without your body. That means you awareness, or you recognize that changing nature, or that rising and ceasing nature is not only limited to your body, but it will happen outside of the body or around you. So your whole ambience is changing nature. So by doing that, what you are really doing is you are leaving your body, and then you are dwelling in, not dwelling on, dwelling in your awareness. In other words, being in the present moment, which is Eckhart core teaching. And he made that into a book and titled as The Power of Now. That means actually if you have that ambience of now, the rest of the things will happen to you, and you will really transcend into the non-existence. So this is what will happen when you follow Buddha's Anapanasati. At the very first four steps, you are really creating that ambience by leaving your body and then your mind, and the rest of the stages, three stages, which I explain as the feelings, or relinquishing the feelings, relinquishing the mind, and relinquishing the mind object or the formation. So those things will happen to you while you are just watching it or just observing it. So that is the kind of a process of, crossing the existence into the non-existence. So that is why I'm saying Eckhart's teaching is resembling Buddha's teaching. When Eckhart asks you to be in the presence, he's asking you to create that ambience within you so you can transcend into the non-existence. This is what Buddha has taught throughout his life in different ways, that you can create that ambience. And he has given in different ways, because whenever he meet anybody or somebody who asks the question of how to transcend into non-existence, Buddha always relate to his temperament and delivered those discourses in different aspects. So that is why his teaching is so vast. But eventually, what he's driving is just like what Eckhart is doing. He's driving the people to that place of ambience, where that really you can transcend into the non existence while doing nothing. So you are just observing what is happening through this org, or the existence. And Eckhart is calling that the power of now. Because of that power of this present moment, you will be transcend into the non existence while doing nothing.